Hi everybody, SuzyQue here, and welcome to QueAquatics and Exotics. And today I thought I would go live sitting by the pond. Hi everybody, SuzyQue here, and welcome to QueAquatics and Exotics. Today I thought I would go live sit. Well, that was funny. I guess you can't have them both on. So what I wanted to do a little bit is talk a little bit about my channel and who I am and who I'm not. As a lot of you know who have been following me, that you know I'm not an expert. I just started keeping fish a couple years ago, and I'm on a journey of learning some amazing things. I have been learning everything, because when I started, I didn't even know what a nitrogen cycle was. So I found that to be very interesting. I do a lot of different videos, but they're usually, I say mostly my experience. It's all my experience on what I'm doing. When I do a how-to, it's really not, here's how to do something. It's more like, here's how I do something. So I find that very helpful to let people know that, because, don't run out and do what I'm doing, because I don't even know if it's going to work yet. What I do is I study a lot of the experts, how they did it, and then whatever I seem to have retained using the parts that I have around the house, I'll do that. And this weekend I was working on my pond and putting together some bizarre concoctions to make things work, because nothing seems to just A, B, and C go together. So I'm going to turn on my YouTube chat just to see if anybody's here. I'm not sure. Oh, not sure how to do that. And excuse me, this is like the third time that I'm going live. Hi everybody, SuzyQue. Yeah, I gotta turn this volume down. There we go. Oh, here I am. I'm gonna turn on this chat. Oh, look there's a chat. Oh, look at this. Oh, I didn't even know. Look at this. This is awesome. So I had started it in Google, and I figured nobody came to say hi to me. This is great. Any Up Graphics. Hello, hello. Big D Smoke. Candy. Oh my gosh. Like that? I've been working really hard. It's not really set up yet. Hi, Bet. What kind of pond did you have? Oh, I absolutely love my pond so far. Unfiltered Aquarius. Hey, hey, hey. Cichlage 23, what's going on? Big Ease. Big Easy, man. It's not easy being Big Easy, is it? I must say that almost every week. It's not easy being SuzyQue. And I know you know what it means. Oh, who else is in the chat? I'm sorry if I haven't gotten to everybody, because the screen is way over there. But I'm going to try not to look at the chat, but every so often. Oh, thank you so much, guys, for coming and checking out my pond. And I wanted to talk a little bit about my stream. I want to talk about my channel. I'm also waiting to see if One Fish, Two Fish ROC can come join us tonight. I sent her an invite, and she's working. She's got a new job. So if you haven't seen her in the comments, she's coming back. She's just getting acclimated to the new job. Her winters up there in Rochester are, whew, I thought ours was bad in the Northeast Pennsylvania. Well, let me tell you, this weekend was amazing. It was sunshiny, warm, if not hot. The 4 days before that was cold. It was like in the 40s. It was raining nonstop. So I was able to get some stuff done. I shot some footage of raising the skimmer, but I had to cut that part out because John came and helped. John is my fiance. And he helped me raise the skimmer, and we just bickered the whole time, so I didn't think that was funny. But now I'm thinking I probably should have kept it, because it really is quite comical. But we raised the skimmer, and now my pond has 3 more inches that it never had last year. And I keep looking at it, and it looks like it's overfilled. because I'm just not used to seeing that. But I think I'm really liking the extra volume. I did notice there was a couple dips in the wall that I might have to build up a little bit, but I'm really liking it. Really, really liking it. I see. Can I get to the chat? Susan! Hi, Susan! Let's see. Backyard Tortoises. Hi, Sue. I hope you're down there in North Carolina. Hope you're loving it. Because let me tell you, I got the goldfish right here. When they moved, check out Backyard Tortoises. Amazing channel. I aspire to be like them, let me tell you. But they gave me some goldfish when they tore down their pond, and they're in here quarantining before I put them in one of the summer tubs. How many gallons? About 2,000 gallon pond. So when I built it, and I have a playlist that shows, and the very first trailer actually shows the empty dig that we did. And it's about 3 feet in the middle this round. Then I built a koi hide, and then it goes up about 2.5 feet, 2 feet, and up and up. And I think there's 4 levels. And I am in heaven. I am absolutely in heaven when I'm sitting here by the pond now. Can't say I'm in heaven when I was raising the skimmer or messing up on the filter or the waterfall didn't work. But that's just part of pond life. That's a part of pond life. Oh, it's supposed to be storming. That's why I decided I was going to wait until 7 o'clock to go live, but I got this news flash on my phone, severe thunderstorms, and I'm trying something new. Well, live is new for me, but I'm outside on my laptop with a webcam and my microphone from my studio out by the pond. So I am like so impressed that I was able to get it to work. And what I did is I just did a little private go live because I wasn't sure. Do you guys think the waterfall is too loud? Can you hear me over the waterfall? I happen to love it, but it might be a little drowning out. Pun intended. Let's see. Sweet, sweet. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Hey, fishy people, acclimate. Oh, it's thundering at King and Queen. That means we're King and Queen Cichlids is about an hour and a half west of me, and it's coming this way. I can feel it. You know how you see the upside down part of the leaves? It means the wind is coming. It's going to be raining, and the fact that I got a couple news alerts. Oh, you can hear me fine. That's good. I got this fancy microphone for Christmas. Let me tell you, my honey loves me. He doesn't like fish. And he doesn't like my reptiles, but he loves me. Yeah, this is a blue microphone. I really love it. I have it sit there, and I can point it towards me. Let's see. Soapbox debris. Not easy being Big Easy. Oh my gosh, that's so true. So Kermit the Frog sings a song, Not Easy Being Green. It's one of my favorite songs all-time favorite songs. Of course, it's a Kermit the Frog song, like, hello. But speaking of frogs, I had a tadpole from last year. Nothing came of it. This year, I have a frog, and I was in my room, is right there with the window open, and I heard this. That was like music to my ears. And I never quite saw him because he kept jumping off. All I would hear is kaplunk, kaplunk. But I caught him on film one day, and I couldn't be happier. I have a frog in my pond. And then if you've watched my videos, I rescued, or somebody surrendered to me. I didn't rescue them. 2 different people, 3 turtles, 8 years old. So they're 2 red ear slider and a yellow belly. So they're all the size of dinner plates. And I had them each in a 55-gallon tank, just waiting for the weather to warm up. And last night was their first full night in the pond. So far, so good. Well, I had to do a lot of work in securing my yard. So I had to put some fences up, chicken wire over here, and then I put an internal fence on top of the fence for my yard. So if they did get out, that would be like a second barrier. So I'm pretty confident that they can't get out of my yard. And the main reason I worry is I live between a canal and a river. And I don't want these guys out in the wild. They've been, inside pets for 8 years. So I'm pretty stoked. Oh, I got a good man. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And actually, he does not like fish. He doesn't like reptiles. He doesn't like the bugs that I breed to feed my reptiles. But when Susan did the Valentine's Day live stream, I asked him if he would do it, and he agreed, and I was in heaven. I heard some things I was shocked to hear when she was asking questions. So I was like, Mr. and Mrs. B played the game amazingly. Who else was on there? Multi-Tank Addiction was on there. They both played the game. John's like, I'm not playing the game. And then I was trying to get oh my gosh, it was hysterical. But he does support me in his own way. He gets very nervous when I bring home another enclosure or a tank. So I kind of get it. Now, he lives in an apartment 7 miles away. I live in my house 7 miles away. And so far, it works great. But pretty soon, we're going to be on our own. And I know when we were looking at houses, he actually said when we went through one room, he goes, oh, this would make a good fish room. How exciting is that? That's what I mean. He supports me. He doesn't like it, but he supports me. So, yes, he's absolutely a good guy. Oh, my gosh. Look at all this chat. How do people talk and follow chat? Ooh, look at this. I don't know jack diddly about turtles. Let me tell you, the most relaxing part, at least of my day, is first thing in the morning. I get my cup of coffee. I come out here. I have this little book that has a little reading right out of the Bible. I'll read that, and I'll meditate on that by the pond with my fish and my turtles. It's an amazing way to start my day. Amazing. And then I start running around. I got to water all the turtles, and I got to water all the reptiles and feed everybody before I go to work. But a few moments in the morning to connect is, and even though this is man-made, it feels like nature. I absolutely love sitting by the pond. So that's why I thought it's kind of important that I try to get internet out here, because I don't have 1,000 subscribers yet, so I can't go live on my phone. So I had to use my laptop. So I ordered, let me see if I got it right, an Ethernet cable that was long enough to go from my router to my laptop. But this is how tech savvy I am. The Ethernet cable doesn't plug into my MacBook Pro. Yeah. So then I got a Thunderbolt adapter. Well, apparently there's a Thunderbolt 3. I don't have that. I have a Thunderbolt 2. It just seems like every step of the way is a huge learning adventure. Whether it's the fish, the cycles of the fish, where they're from, the reptiles, or the YouTube stuff. Learning how to film, learning how to edit. And I love learning. I absolutely love learning. And this is a huge, huge adventure for me. Was Chewy in the house? Hey, Chewy. What an interesting person Chewy is. Let me tell you, just from the little I've gotten to know him lately, he is so fascinating, interesting, a wealth of... Oh, he's great. If you don't know Chewy, if you knew Chewy like I knew Chewy, never mind. Gotta get a wireless router. I have a wireless router, and it works in my house all the way up to my bedroom. Doesn't work in my bedroom. I even got one of those extenders. I still can't, because I was going to set up my office in the room next to my bedroom, and it just doesn't work. So that's why I opted, if I was going to go live and I wanted a decent connection, I was going to connect it with the hardwire. Aquamate. Hey, Aquamate. What, Rob93 in the house? Rob93, how's the move? How is the move? Green Terror Keeper. down the wormhole. Hi, Dee. I will be interviewing you. Oh, Susan, make sure you post when you're going to be interviewing him, because I am so on that. He is, I just can't wait to hear about the more. Every small snippet I get to learn about him is fascinating. And then it's more fascinating. And then it's more intricate. I can't wait to hear this interview. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Do you know when you're going to interview him? Oh my gosh, everybody's saying hi. This is so awesome. There's 18 watching. I am so thankful. Thank you, thank you, thank you, guys. This is great. This is great. I have to say I was a little nervous. I texted Scott ahead of time and I got some courage up and I said, like, I'm doing it. I'm just going to do it. And I keep looking on my phone to see if Elizabeth from One Fish, Two Fish ROC has gotten back to me, which is probably still working. She was going to join me because she has some things I wanted to ask her about. She has some amazing DIY projects, and she does these DIYs out of things laying around the house. I have things laying around my house, so a DIY with things laying around my house is awesome. I did my, what did I do? When I was working on my yard today, it got so hot, I had to go sit down and drink some water and cool off. And then I went for a bike ride. Oh my gosh. It was so nice. Just the air breezing through. I think I got up to like 87 here today. Now keep in mind, all last week it didn't get out of the 40s. Isn't that crazy? Oh no, Rob. Oh, what did he say about his tanks? Your pond is beautiful. Thank you. Thank you very much. There hasn't been any plant growth yet, but my koi and my goldfish are doing amazing. I got some minnows in there and my 3 turtles. I have other turtles, but they're hatchlings or yearlings, and they're in smaller summer tubs. But I'm finding it difficult with the turtles in all my summer tubs. That's really cutting down on my summer breeding. And let me tell you how great that was last year. I did about 4 or 5 summer tubs, and almost all the fish that I bred, I took to my local fish club, Bucks County Aquarium Society, and sold in an auction. I didn't sell it in the big auction because the big auction was overwhelming. But in the auction 2 months prior to that, so all my summer tubbing fish, I grew up for about 8 months and then sold them. And they sold for money. So I sold fish that I bred. Like, what? That's pretty amazing to me. It's pretty amazing. Exotics is here. Hello. I'm sorry if I'm missing anybody. You know what I need? I need somebody to sit here with me and read the chat so that I can talk and enjoy, but I don't think I have that. I gotta see what if John would actually sit here and read the chat for me. Yeah, I'm not even gonna ask him that. No. Maybe I'll get one of my friends. My friends would, maybe one of my daughters would. They would read the chat. But none, they're not home. Amy and Kyle are home, but they work, or they were gone all day. Wow. Oh, I just got another weather notification. Oh, she's in the car listening. This is for Elizabeth with One Fish, Two Fish ROC. Hi, girl. My Wonder Twin. She's in the car listening. I didn't think she'd be able to make it, but that's okay. I wanted to try anyway, and I certainly don't want her rushing around to make it, but because we will do that. One Fish, Two Fish, ROC, and QueAquatics. We're going to be hanging out live, and it's going to be awesome. And we're going to take turns. 1 week it's going to be on my channel, 1 week it's going to be on her channel. And if you don't know who she is, you should check out her channel, One Fish, Two Fish, ROC. And the ROC stands for Rochester. And she's almost at 1,000 subscribers. So check out some of her amazing videos. If you like her, keep watching some of her videos. And subscribe if you want to know when she's going to be posting next. She's awesome fish keeper. We met up at Aquatic Experience, and it was awesome. It was absolutely awesome. She's so funny. She's listening to the car. Oh, see, am I missing something? Yeah, everybody's saying hi to One Fish, Two Fish. Girl, when you see that, you better not be reading the chat while she's driving. But trust me when I say people are saying, "Hey, One Fish, Two Fish." Oh, look, Candy put your link up on the chat. But guys, you really got to check out some of her how-tos. The last one she did, what was it? The mushroom tank. It looks like a scene out of a movie. It's amazing. And then she made like a playground for her plecos. She's just ingenious. She comes up with these amazing ideas and things. And then she's also got other interests that fascinate me. She had the bird's nest, and she'll do a candlelight video, and got to check her out. I'll make sure you hit the like button. Thank you. Thank you. No date yet for the interview. I get that. I get that. Ooh, you lost a few fish too, not just tanks, Rob? Sorry, I know it's tough. Susan, motorcycle. Yes, I rode on my motorcycle today, and it felt so good. It wasn't cold. It was beautiful. I actually went to the store to buy a new helmet because I was told you're supposed to get a new helmet every year. They didn't have large, and I guess I have a large head. That's funny. Hey, Vinoxky, tank. What? Look at all this. This is great. John D., how did it take you to build the pond? Okay, so I have almost like an OCD problem. That's not a problem. If you use it for the good, it's an asset, right? One of my assets. And when I realized and did my research that I wanted a pond, it took 2 solid weekends of myself and my kids digging. And of course, I think we were digging in April or May, and it just happened to be like some hot streak. It was so hot. And we started digging and almost got it finished. And Kyle says, we're going to probably want to widen it next year. We might as well just do it now. So before we put the liner in, we widened the pond. So we brought it all the way over here, put this extra dip in there. So it was 2 weeks. And then after that, it's been just little different loads of on Craigslist freestone. We'd go to people's houses, fill up my car to where it was like scraping the ground to get some stone here and there. Picking up different pieces and parts of things at auctions and things like that, and then trying to fit them together has been half the battle and half the fun. So I must have had this frog spitter. It just got it to work for the very first time a couple days ago. Couldn't get the right tubing. I have to have a sponge filter in here. One of those sponge is like this big, and I put it in one of those baskets made for ponds with holes all in it, and then I put plastic on top of it with the holes in it. So it's like a big sponge filter that the fish can't get to. And it worked great last year. This year we power washed it because I didn't want to, because I zip tied about 15 zip ties. And it's working great, still working great. And I find where that sits on the floor and the koi hide is where the turtles are made their home. So I had built them a basking area, the initial part of a basking area, but I didn't build them a place to hide. I didn't think about that, but they made their own. So I think I'm going to go running down the street, not running, please, not running, in my car. And at the end of the river, the end of the road next to the river, there's a lot of driftwood that's very well seasoned. I think I'm going to see if I can get a log or two, at least one that might fit in my car that I can drag into the car and lay a log there. Yeah, because they really need somewhere to bask because they're sliders and they just love to bask. And they're not going to bask on the edges of the rock. They're very timid. I think that's why they call them sliders, because they slide in the water super fast. If not, I just made that up. But can you see behind me? Oh, there's a bridge. So there's a bridge back there. Now, this bridge was one of my daughter's friends garbage picked it. They were tearing down a playground. So I got that bridge. I just pulled it out of the pond so that I can paint it. We're going to power wash it, paint it and seal it, and then put it back on the pond across the pond that way. And once it's on the pond that way, then I'm going to put a log down so that they'll have a couple more basking spots, a couple more hiding spots. Chewy, did you enjoy Monty's traveling reptile show video? Oh my gosh, Chewy, those videos you sent me were amazing. They were absolutely amazing. Absolutely. Let's see, 22 online. Hit that like button. Oh, you are so awesome, Scott. All these things I'm missing. That's a sales pitch. You need a new helmet if you drop the current one. Actually, I did. I dropped it not far, but from here, which I'm 5 foot, 5'7", so it probably fell about 5 foot. And I'm just always in the back of my head thinking, well, I think my brains are kind of important. So even if it didn't crack the helmet, I should probably get a new helmet. I mean, I spend more than $100 on fish all the time. I could spend $100 on a helmet that's to secure my head. You know what I mean? I mean, when I put it into perspective, I don't blink when I'm going to a reptile show with a $100 bill. I don't think twice about going to the poker table with a $100 bill. I don't think twice about getting fish. And then I'm going to see a helmet that will cost $129 and be like, oh, that's so expensive. I don't know why I do that. I gotta remember prioritizing things. Oh my goodness. Yes, protect my brain. Absolutely. And I'm a very cautious motorcycle rider. Very, very cautious. I don't trust other people on the road. I know how hard it is for people who drive. They look out for cars and trucks. Sometimes they just don't see motorcycles. So that's kind of scary. Old people are pretty scary. People who are haters, if they see a bike, they actually swerve towards you. Seriously? But here's the part that scares me. Even drunks. Frightening. But you know what scares me the most? These new driver teenagers on their phone texting, eyes down. It's not even teenagers anymore. At the stop sign, they figure, oh, it's safe, eyes down, texting. They don't know what's going on. They look up and start going. I've seen it. It's like so scary. I wish there was a way. And I remember when my kids were teenagers, I asked them to please don't text and drive. But I don't know if they actually don't. They actually text better than they talk on the phone. But that's irrelevant. Especially when there's people out there crossing the street, walking, motorcyclists, other cars on the road. Like, you really kind of got to pay attention. Little pet peeve of mine. Especially when I'm on a bike, I'm like, please watch out for me. Like, I'm here, mother of 4, don't kill me. People love me. I feel like telling people. But when I do get my new helmet, I'm putting a big Q on it. I'm going to put big SuzyQue. Not SuzyQue, too big. Just my logo, the Q with the angelfish in it. And do you know that angelfish is an actual silhouette of one of my angelfish? Kyle helped me. I don't know Adobe Illustrator very well. He's very good with Illustrator. He's very good with Silhouette. Get the software. Maybe it's called Silhouette. And the Cricut and things like that. And he's helped me with a lot of this stuff. I spent hours and hours and hours playing around with different logos. I even went to that Fiverr and had him help me with a logo. But they weren't a fish person and a reptile person, so they didn't get it. So after the third back and forth, I'm like, that's fine, it's beautiful, it's fine. And then I've been playing with it and trying to learn Photoshop and move things around. I will get it. I will figure it out. But I figure there's no rush. It's just ever evolving. Eating and driving is an issue. Absolutely. I can't even tell you. It's just crazy. Yeah, John D. It's something to worry about, but I'm telling you, and I tell my children, if something happened to me, God forbid, just know I'm living my life. anything could happen to me at anywhere. That plane that's going over could drop something. Okay, that's probably not gonna happen. But what a siren. Yeah. Anything could happen to me, and I let my kids know that I'm living my life to the fullest each and every day. I feel like I've been given a second chance in life 25 years ago, and I live every life with humility and gratitude, and I try to serve, and because this is it. We never know what we're going to have. I spend money on guitars. Oh, you play guitar? I play piano. I played keyboards in a band for a couple of years, 18, 20 years. And then I was a piano teacher. So yes, I get that. I have 2 electric pianos, 3 keyboards. I even have a keytar. You hold like that? Yeah, texting and driving. So Suze, the new Sunday lineup needs to be Funk at 6, me at 7, and at 8, you're at 8, and Mike at 9. Oh my gosh, I love that. If it's not stepping on anybody's toes, I think Sunday at 7 would be awesome. I would love to sit by the pond. And I don't know if you have to come up with a quirky name, but I will stream by the stream, stream by the pond. Suzy on Sunday. I don't think I like that one, but I would love to go live on a weekly basis and add that to my repertoire. I got a repertoire. So I have been posting 2 videos a week, every week for a year and a half. Tuesdays and Fridays. It started off Saltwater Sunday and Tuesday's tanks. And the saltwater is at John's house, and it got to be too much. There was a very large heartbreak there with my dog-faced puffer. And so I switched it to Tuesdays and Fridays. So I would love to do Sunday night at 7. Sunday at 7 with Suzy. Something like that. Hey, Ultimate Fish Keeping Show. I drive all day, dude. Bunch of clowns out here. That's what John says. He's on the road all the time. He's always saying that. That's too funny. Love it. Live stream by the stream. That's kind of. Speaking of streams. Oh, Susan, you got to go. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you. Speaking of streams, right now, this is like my whole pond, my whole yard. Over here, I set up a 3-tiered pond for like summer tubbing, and I can show you that. Excuse me. You, kitty cat, do not belong in my yard. I love kitties, but they tend to go fishing. I got a 3-tiered mini pond that I would like that to stream into here. Anyway, it's a thought. Excuse me. A little coughing going out there. So, yes, I would love a real stream. Ultimate Fish Keeping Show. I like that. Hey, Luca. How you doing, brother? That's it. You have a beautiful pond. Thank you very much. Like the Harley Davidson shirt. The band I worked at, Harley, like giveaway. Woo! Not just the Harley shirt. I love my Harley. I have a Softail Deluxe. And I actually featured it in one of my videos today, which was kind of weird because I'm videotaping me driving by, but I actually obviously pull over and put my camera away. I thought, wow, that was so like odd. But it's coming in one of my upcoming videos. And thank you very much. It was a lot of work, but I absolutely love it. I still need lots of stone. I'm thinking if every month I just get a 5-gallon bucket of smaller pebbles for the higher shelves, that'll be a big start. If I ever see on Craigslist some of this flat stone, I'll go and grab it as I go. But there's a lot of rubber still showing. And I was told that if the rubber is showing out in the sun, that will deteriorate faster than, obviously, if it's covered. You're welcome. So one of my biggest challenges I have with this pond is electricity. I did have somebody come and run a line, and it's under the shed, and it's in a protective box, but it's got 2 outlets. Well, I've got this air pump going. I got a filter for here. I got a filter for there. Over here on those things got filters, if you see where I'm going. So it's like very hard to get that drip line in. Somehow or another, I'm going to have to try to see if I can get on a post maybe 4 of those outlets out by those ponds. That might help. Oh, lovely habitat. Ooh, Taylor's Aquatics. I love it. This is SuzyQue's habitat. It is. I just even like how that sounds. I have habitats for all my animals. And because the weather has been amazing the last 2 days, I've actually brought some of their enclosures out onto the porch. So my chameleons outside, loving life. All my tortoises are out in enclosures. And that cat coming over is the reason why all my enclosures have to be built in such a way that cats, raccoons, because I'm not sitting out here the whole time. I'm outside, I'm inside making coffee, or I'm changing water in my fish tanks, and I want to make sure that my animals are safe. So it's almost like they have an outside house and an inside house. So yes, this is my outside habitat. I love it. Oh, Dee, what are you cooking? It was so funny. I stopped at John's house about an hour ago on my bike before I got here. And he had burgers in the fridge, and I just made a huge dinner, and he was still working. Felt kind of bad. I'm like, where are we have to put electric fences around the pond? Oh, my. You must be out, like, out in the rural area. Is that what it's called? Out in the woods? Where I grew up in the Poconos, on the other side of the Poconos, north of the Poconos in Clark Summit, Waverly area, our yard, we had about 3 acres, and where the trees were, there was always brown bear. There was bear, and they would come in the yard quite often. We had a Newfoundland, a big dog that kind of looked like a bear that helped protect us, but she was a big teddy bear. But yeah, the kind of wildlife I'm fending off are possums, which I love. I'm a big possum fan. Raccoons, I love them from afar. They need to stay out of my yard. These cats, I love cats. But these aren't my cats, and they come in here, and I guess the water fascinates them, and they see the fish, and they just want to. So it's like the cats need to stay out. They're hard because they can get in through the netting. They're very smart. What else? Oh, the teenagers. I really worry about people walking by, reaching over, or coming in and taking my tortoises. I worry about that too much. I shouldn't worry about that, but I do worry about that. I'll keep looking to see if we can see them. Trail, BC, Canada, by Bear Lake. Oh, raccoons are all over. Yes. Okay. That makes sense. You live in Newfoundland. Oh my gosh, I would love to see that dog. That was my childhood dog. His name was Nick. We actually had a game warden called them because somebody thought there was a bear in their yard, and it was actually our dog. I love that breed. I absolutely love that breed. A pond stream. Hi, Greg. Greg Jones. Guess what I'm doing, Greg? I am starting to get all my fish outside. Greg Jones, I won a contest with him, and he's helping me build my fish room of my dreams. So if anybody saw my video on how I set up those racks, the only way to get to the bottom tank is to tear them all down. The good thing, most of my fish are coming outside, so I'll be able to tear them all down, and I'm going to get it set up where it's like maybe not automatic water changes, but the water will automatically leave and water will drip in. I guess that's automatic. Semi-automatic water changes. How's that? And then I'm going to get the linear piston air pump so I don't have 15 different pond or pumps plugged in. He's helping with so much. It's just me on the slow side because I got to get all this moving. And if you saw how hard it was to build, you get what I'm saying, tearing it down. Of like, BB gun at the ready. Oh, they are beautiful dogs. See, that's not good. Nothing wrong with that. That will be awesome. Oh, Greg, I will be hitting you up. I have missed any of the streams. Just remain silent, lurking. Oh, silent and lurking is good. I do it all the time. And sometimes it's frustrating because I'm lurking while I'm driving back and forth to work. It's about 25, 30-minute drive. And I'll hear something funny, and I'll try to get Siri to type something in the chat. And I hit send, and when I go back and read the chat, I'm like, I shouldn't have used Siri. To not come out. So I like listening to a lot of the streams that come out. A lot of the videos come out, but I can't watch them. And I can't comment because I'm in my car. So, and if there is a video that was posted that's 25 minutes, that's going to be my whole drive. I'm listening to that video. People think I'm crazy at work. It's like, you watch YouTube while you come to work? I'm like, well, I don't really watch it. More like a podcast style. I listen to it. So I'm always lurking. Gosh, I got to get glasses. It was a way cool contest. If you're talking about the Greg Jones one, he's helping design. And now, this is the truth. This isn't a slogan. If you want to be a better aquarist, follow Greg Jones on YouTube. I'm telling you, he is amazing. His knowledge, his application towards it is detail and how-to. Absolutely amazing. And now he's got the greenhouse. He's got the pond. He's starting aquaponics. I dabbled in aquaponics last year, but I dabbled in it at the campsite because I was trying to do it with a bell siphon, and a bell siphon is like this automatic thing, and when it messes up, it's bad. It just float over. But aquaponics, what else does he do? He does a lot, and he's got the turtles. I would love the room for a 300-gallon stock tank in my basement. But I think I'm going to be okay with these big turtles. These 3 big turtles in the pond this year. The hatchlings obviously are not going to stay outside, and the yearlings are not going to stay outside because that summer tub is only maybe 18 inches deep. And I really think in this part of Pennsylvania, it should be 2 to 3 feet deep in order to be safe. So my pond is, but I think I'll take the smaller turtles back inside. But by then, my fish room will be started to have my makeover. You're too funny and sarcastic to be silent, Bob. Oh, somebody knows you. I lurk on the way to work, too. Yeah, I love it. The only part I don't like, hey, Oddball. Hey, Haley, what's going on? The only part I don't like about it is that you don't know I'm there. I'm supporting. I'm paying attention. I'm laughing. I'm crying. I'm doing all these things. But I can't really respond because I'm paying attention to driving because I don't want to be the one to hit another motorcyclist. Because that's kind of like distracting if I watch. But if I turn it on in that kind of mode, I'm good. And I rely on Siri a lot. So, Haley, how are your rope fish? I have one rope fish, and I love him. I don't know if he's the reason why some of my other fish are missing. I'm suspecting he is, but that's okay. I've removed all the fish that are smaller than his head from that tank. I love that rope fish. Where did I get that rope fish? At Aquatic Experience, Lisa from KG Tropicals, Lisa. She won a gift card for the Fish Hut of New Jersey. Well, she doesn't live near there at all, so she gave me her gift certificate. So when I went there, I did a video on that. Oh my gosh, what an amazing fish store. Oh my gosh, it was absolutely amazing. I missed the teasing, but some things are taken wrong or out of context. Yeah, well, some people just gotta get over it. Oh, there's so much going on here. Oh, good. You're going to start doing a video soon. Yeah, Siri never understands me. Well, I am super stoked. I'm super thrilled that everybody came out and joined the live stream. Next Sunday, I'm going to go on at 7 o'clock, and I'm going to commit to doing a 7 o'clock live stream every Sunday. Aquafunk will be on at 6. I'll be on at 7. Scott will be on at 8. And who'd you say? Bob is going to be on at 9. So right now, King and Queen Cichlids is getting ready to go on when they have an amazing live stream. They have like it formatted. They got 2 people who can read the chat. Mine is not really formatted. I'm just going to be chit-chatting by the pond, if that's okay with you guys. And I have a little bit of mobility, not much. Like I wish you could see these fish because I'm getting ready to sign off. These are my little goldfish in quarantine. Can you see them? They were given to me. I absolutely love them. And then 2 of the other fish that I got are blue goldfish. Like I've never even seen a blue goldfish, but they're in my big pond. So anyway, I want to thank everybody for coming out, and I am so humbled that you all joined me, and I'm not as nervous as I was when I started. So thank you very much. I really, really appreciate it. And hopefully I will see you next Sunday at 7 o'clock. Thanks, guys. Okay, I don't know how to sign off, so that's not even graceful. I'm like, see you later. And I'm just going to stay on here. There's supposed to be an off button, isn't there? That cracked me up. I should probably have practiced how to sign off, huh? Well, I could just sit here forever. I swear to God. Is there an off button? All right. Well, Scott and Liz are coming on soon. I have to turn off. Oh, this is just too funny. Oh. Let me just turn off the Wi-Fi maybe. I'll have to learn how to turn this off gracefully. Oh, Funk's in the house. You're in just in time to join Scott. Go check out King and Queen Cichlids. He's going live right now. As soon as I can sign off. Stop broadcast.